You cook?
My ma's bucatini recipe. I don't know, thought I'd give it a try.
She back in Empire Bay?
No, she passed a while ago.
You got any folks back there?
Take a look at that paper.
Some city councilman's up for re-election.
I need a favor.
Who is he? You tied up with Marcano?
This fuck. Him and his pals killed a friend of mine. Look, he'd see me coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah, because I'm so inconspicuous.
You know how to get to people. It's taken me 12 years and a lot of money to find this cocksucker. I'd make it worth your while. And I'd consider it a personal favor.
I'll think about it.
If you're having trouble finding him, look for somebody on the street might be willing to give him up. When you're done, come back here. Got a lot more names need to be X'd out.
First motherfucker I want you to hit is Lucky. He gets the name on account of he ain't got none. Luck, that is. But it don't stop him from playing cards any chance he can get. You ought to be able to rough up some assholes out there who'll give him up pretty easily. Guy's a real prick. No one can stand him.
You're gonna tell me where I can find the councilman.
Lucky's supposed to be playing cards here.
Go with God, motherfucker.
That's my girl.
Get bit.
Like you got nothing to live for. I can relate.
Thanks for taking care of that thing. I might have another job for you later. Next up is Nesta the Molester. To be fair, I don't know that he's actually molested anyone, but with a name like Nesta, I'm pretty certain he has. Anyway, he deals smut to the peep shows. Talk to the right perverts, and one of them will know Nesta.
Where can I find that fucker Nesta?
Nesta's supposed to fix some of the booths here.
Rest in peace, asshole.
Good job taking out that last fucker on my list for me. Starting with Lucky may turn out to be a fucking gold mine for us. The bastards are coming out of the woodwork to pay their respects to the fucking scumbag. But the only one I give a fuck about is Paulie. If I had it my way, that motherfucker would die nice and slow, blubbering for his mother as I take him apart limb by fucking limb. Oh, Mommy, why is the bad man hurting me? You get the picture. Make him hurt, Lincoln. Real bad.
Whoops. Damn spook. Y'all need...
So?
So you can cross another name off your list.
He suffer?
Not really big on prolonging the inevitable. Now, if you wanted this handled like Greco, I could have brought him back here.
Greco was a whole other thing. Call it heat at a moment.
But your friend must have been something else if it took all these guys to bring him down.
A couple of those cocksuckers sold him out. Fucked him when he went to them looking for help.
And they all ended up down here.
Commission gives Sal extra leeway on how he runs things. In exchange, he takes who they send him. Makes him part of his organization. I guess wherever you find assholes, you find pieces of shit.
Present company excluded.
Present company excluded.
Where can I find Luca?
All I know is Luca's hiding out in some warehouse.
Can't trust a rat.
Calling down the thunder in my side.
Just one more name on my list. Let me know when you handled it. So while Luca was a paranoid pussy, Dario was playing the Mr. Tough Guy act. Motherfucker actually called me up and told me where he's gonna be. You believe that shit? What a stupid prick. He's holed up with a bunch of loyal dumb fucks. Go knock the dust off him.
Fucking Scaletta, he's behind all this. Wants payback for what we did.
Scaletta? Since when is that limp dick capable of organizing something like this?
You don't know him, who he really is. That son of a bitch, he killed Don Carlo Falcone up in Empire Bay. He's a goddamn lunatic. This is revenge for what me and the others did, the way we did it. Christ. Enough time passed, figured none of this come back around on us. But it always does, doesn't it?
You done! I'm boxed in!
Over here!
I handled the last of that problem for you.
Oh. Shit. So it's really fucking over. God damn it.
You all right?
Yeah. It's just, means Joe's really dead. Good friend of mine. It's more like family. Me and him tried to do something big for this motherfucker named Leo Galante. Big shot with the commission. Anyways, it all went south and we got fucked. That's what you get for following orders, right? It was a couple of years there. I didn't know if Joe was alive or what.
When did you know?
Maybe 4 or 5 years after I got sent down here. I still had a little pull back home. I kept some feelers out. And when word comes back, one of the guys I saw drive off with Joe's running his mouth. Can't hold his liquor. And someone heard him going on about some loudmouth Leo wanted him to put down. Yeah, that same loudmouth cost this guy his front teeth and cracked one of his eye sockets.
Sounds like Joe didn't make it easy for him.
You're goddamn right. Ain't no one taking Joe Barbaro down without a fight. Joe managed to get loose. Was on the run for a while, went to Chicago, thinking a couple of guys up there would help him. Instead, they turned on him. Anyways, in the end, it went how it went. Beat the shit out of him, cut his fucking hands off, smashed his face all to hell. When it was over, they didn't leave much for anybody to find.
You sure it was Joe?
If it wasn't him, if Joe was still alive, he would have found me by now. I feel like we really did right by Joe, taking down those fucks on my list. Thanks, Lincoln.
Let me know if you need anything else, shall we?
Pearlie used to put these under our beds. Thought they keep us safe.
Fear drives people to seek out all manner of protection. God, the invisibles, the Loa. But sometimes, that is not enough.
No weapon formed against us shall prosper, right?
Not with a 45 in my hand. The white government says we don't have a right to arm ourselves, that we can't be trusted. But the folks around here, all they looking for is a little peace of mind. There are stashes of guns hidden in this city. I need you to steal them.
You sure this about the Hollow? I don't need you starting a revolution, fucking everything up.
When you out there running around killing all those crackers, what do you think people will see? I'll tell you what they see. A crazy nigga. A nigga part of a savage whole that needs to be exterminated.
Well, I don't give a shit one way or another. They can come after me.
And what happens when you're not around and another black man or woman is, huh? We all the same to them. Don't you think the people of this neighborhood, the mechanic, the housewife, have a right to defend themselves?
History tells me that giving you more guns might be unhealthy for me.
It's not like that. Not anymore. I'll see to it they get in the hands of the right people.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you benefit as well.
Don't push me, Cassandra.
You know, at some point you're gonna have to trust me.
Maybe. We ain't there yet.
The holler gets stronger with every gun you bring. Don't doubt that. The bees are buzzing and the birds are chirping, Mr. Clay. And what they're telling me is that those Dixie motherfuckers are ducking down in the back of rundown shotgun shacks trying to sell off more of their guns. Where it is, Dixie's in need of money. Could have something to do with their partnership with the Southern Union. Make their stash ours, and we'll hit them where they hurt. Seeing big things out there on the streets, and it's all because of these guns right here. One of Dixie's biggest customers is our very own police department. They got a heavy-duty police truck locked down at the station, and it's loaded up with military-grade weapons. The exact kind of firepower those motherfuckers turn around and use on us. Why don't you stop by and do what comes natural?
Attention area units, there's been a homicide reported in South Downs. Suspect is described as a Negro male. Response requested. All units, suspect has entered a vehicle. All units.
I need you to handle the cops in South Downs.
Right away. Suspect. Begin search in immediate vicinity.
Folks are finally feeling safe again in their own homes. The mere presence of these guns is bringing real change to the holler. You really come through here. I'm impressed.
You also sound surprised.
I'll admit I carry some doubts about your level of commitment.
My connor's a temporary problem. The hollow, though, ain't going nowhere.
I just hope you and I stay aligned on what matters. I've seen what power does, how it can change a man's focus.
See, that right there is the biggest problem we have. Every time you and I start discussing business, you start up about how the world works, about the trials and tribulation of colored folk. And you do it as if I have no idea, as if I just woke up this morning and found myself a man of color.
That's not what I'm doing.
When I was 7 years old, me and the boys from the orphanage weren't allowed in the shoe store. So we had to stand around out back and hand over an outline of our feet so the guy inside knew what size we were. When I was 10, there was this little white girl running around the neighborhood. We both crushed pretty hard on each other. But then her big brothers caught us holding hands in the park. They beat the fuck out of me, called her a nigger lover. They nearly killed me. There's a lot of things in this world I don't know. Things I never experienced. And I got no problem admitting to that. But you need to stop talking to me as if being colored is one of them.
And yet you volunteered to serve a government that hates you. That sent you halfway around the world to kill our Vietnamese brothers and sisters.
I had my reasons.
Everyone has their reasons, Lincoln.
I'm here now, Cassandra. That's all that matters.
How all this shakes out in the end, that's what matters. We arming our people in fucking Dixie all at the same time. Who said we couldn't have some fun? When you take possession of their weapons, bring them back to me. There's one final stash of guns we need to hit. We get these, and we should be set for good. Due to your party crashing, intel on the inner workings of the Dixie gun-running operation is finally bubbling up to us. My little Confederate canary sang me a tune all about a stash house where their weapons are held before being sold. We can make it ours if you're willing to get your hands dirty.
I'll be over here!
So, since we're all friendly now, been thinking about the story you told me. How Doucette kidnapped and murdered your sister?
Is that right?
Lived around here most of my life, and one thing I know is if something like that was happening, everyone in the Hollow would be talking about it, warning each other.
Are you calling me a liar?
Nah. You might not be telling me the truth, but that don't mean you lying. Just saying, we should be on the level with each other from now on.
It wasn't my sister that was killed. It was my daughter, Caroline. Dixie Mafia was running a still in the creek nearby grandmother's place. She was a religious woman, didn't believe in drinking, so she tore it apart.
And they came looking for blood.
There were 5 or 6 of them. Surrounded the house and... I tried to get Caroline behind the dresser, but I didn't have time. They shot my grandmother out on the porch. I took one to the stomach and was left to die. If I had a gun, my daughter would still be alive. I guarantee you that.
Shit. Listen, Cassandra,
Ain't anybody else protecting us, so we gotta protect ourselves. It's as simple as that. You've surpassed my wildest expectations. Whatever else happens, these weapons will always be used to protect the folk of the holler.
where'd she come from?
Me arse. I shit her out this morning, wheels and all.
Have you ever heard the saying you catch more flies with honey than vinegar?
Have you ever heard the saying, what is that one there, yeah? Go fuck yourself.
A few times.
Saying about you, lad. It's personal. I got it covered.
I need your full attention on what we're doing here. Can't have you running around with your head up your ass.
A couple of lads come to me looking for wheels.
You from around here?
Belfast.
Belfast. They heavyweights.
Oh, monumental. Looking for serial numbers. Parts to throw in. Keep the Belfast law guessing when things go boom!
They asking or telling?
I.R.A. don't ask.
Nikki could have done this in an hour. Fucking talk to her, man. Sort your shit out.
You got kids? Wayne's on rent someplace.
None that I know of.
And you've not got a goddamn clue the many ways a child can disappoint you.
I'm pretty sure the feeling's mutual. Christ. Well, what do you need, Bert?
Starters, more of these cars. If you can put your hands on them and deliver them back here, that'll be a lot of help to me.
I'll keep my eyes open.
I can do that, Lassie. You do that.
Fucking dick.
Well, with a lot of regular folk messing their wheels, the brothers back in Belfast really appreciate your help. The local law have impounded cars the butchers, cocksucking shitehawks used to drive. I want to salvage them and send the parts to me I.R.A. brethren. Find your way into the lot, steal them, and bring them back here.
I got trouble. Send them
Available
boys.
unit. Suspicious individual on foot. Officers investigating. All area units. We've got a reported homicide downtown. Please respond. Responding units. Visual contact with suspect lost.
We got any downtown cops in our pocket?
Right away.
What do the fucking cops expect? If they're gonna leave the cars just sitting there like that, it's our God-given responsibility to steal them. We're needing some heavy-duty parts, so I've narrowed it down to these off-roading vehicles. They're usually on the outskirts of town. You may encounter a wee bit of resistance along the way. We'll handle them with your usual charm and bring the beast straight to me. These off-roading beasts are exactly what I need. Christ. Ain't you just the goddamn prince of perfect fucking timing?
You okay?
What could possibly make you think I'm not? You got them cars I asked for?
Yeah, I got them.
Good. Because now I need boats.
The fuck does the I.R.A. want with boats?
The I.R.A. comes knocking at your door, you don't ask questions, you just do it. Otherwise, you'll wind up with your pecker jammed down your own throat, which from what I hear, ain't as much fun as it sounds. Besides, it ain't like you're not getting a healthy piece of the action.
This shit ain't adding up. And it makes me nervous. I don't like being nervous.
We're partners, lassie. But you don't run everything in me fucking life. I got concerns that stretch outside of what we're doing.
You talking about Nikki? Is this I.R.A. shit about to blow back on her?
No, that'll not happen.
Just so we're clear, if Nikki gets caught in the crossfire of your shitty life choices, puking in the fucking sink will be like your sweet 16 compared to what I'll do to you.
Oh, lad, your sweet words are getting me all hard now. But you have my word. No harm will come to Nikki on account of any of this.
So it's both now.
Aye. There's nothing you can't get your hands on, is there? Even bolts are no fucking trouble to you. I finally did something right, partnering up with you. Pursuing luxury sports cars this go around. You'll find them in your wealthier neighborhoods, but don't take them lightly just because they got soft hands. Most of these bastards are connected to Marcano, so be prepared for a bit of pushback. When you do secure those wheels, bring them back here and I'll take it from there. Ah!
That should be the last of it.
Is that a fact?
If it moves on wheels or floats on water, I brought it in. Now what the hell is this all really about?
As a father, you got one fucking job. Keep your kid above ground. And I failed miserably.
Danny, he understood the risks.
No. Danny do whatever I asked him. He never questioned a damn thing. He trusted me. Nikki wants out. Away from me, away from this goddamn city. And I'm made to help her. But that takes money.
How's the I.R.A. factor into that?
They don't. I've been selling everything to some fellas I know out in the East Coast.
Why the fuck didn't you just tell me that in the first place?
I didn't want Nikki finding out. I was trying to do one thing right by her. I was still able.
While you're still able?
I'm dying, goddammit. Is that bloody clear enough for you?
Burke, I don't know.
It's one thing to be struck down by a bullet. Another thing altogether to slowly be eaten up from the inside out. I've got liver cancer. Doctors say another 6 months, 8 if I'm lucky. And I ain't ever had much luck.
Jesus.
Stays between us, you hear? Not a word about this to Nikki.
She deserves to know. What you asking me to do?
I'm asking you to let her keep believing her old daddy ain't a good man. He never has been, and he never will be. There's no lie in that. And once I've gone to God, all the money will go to her.